everyone. Today I'm here to present about SUNWAYbank security. My name is Kumesh Ramnan and I'm from Sunway College. My student ID is 22018-717. Begin our presentation with a wonderful introduction, which is SUNWAYbank Securing Global Financial Service. SUNWAYbank Global Financial Institution based in Malaysia offers comprehensive service in retail banking, investment banking, and insurance, with plan to expand across Malaysia. The bank faced increased challenges in cybersecurity. Protecting sensitive data and maintaining communication security are paramount to safeguard operational integrity and client trust. To address these challenges, SUNWAYbank is implementing a multi-phased security strategy that emphasizes the confidentiality, integrity, and availability (CAI) of data. This proactive approach involves layered security controls to mitigate risk from various cyber threats. To the next slide, which is key security measure of SUNWAYbank. The first one is digital threat protection. As you can see, extensive computerized insurance, including firewalls, interruptions, location, fireworks, and also endpoint security. Normal weakness evaluation and infiltration testing to distinguish shortcoming. The next point is secure branch communication. VPNs and SD-WANs of scrambled information travel, multi-phase verification, and public key foundation guarantee approve admittance to get channels. The next one is access control management. Job-based admit control limit information access in light of occupation jobs. Character and access the board a future screen of unapproved conduct. And the last one is regulation compliance. Adherence to regulation like Individual Information Security Act and Malaysia's Network Protection Procedure 2020 to 2024. Customary consistent checking workers, preparing and reviewing. Into the next slide that which I'm going to explain now is backup and disaster recovery. On this chapter, you can see 4 points I'm going to explain right now. Let's see the first point, regular backup. What is meaning for regular backup? Reliable information and reinforcement performed to guarantee all basic data is saved. And the next one is secure offsite storage. And this one, reinforcement information put away safely in offsite area to safeguard against actual dangers. And the next one is quick restoration. On this one, effective cycle set up for fast information rebuilding following episodes like ransomware assaults. The last one is regular testing. On this one, regular testing of reinforcement and double recryption intend to guarantee its viability. So this is the 4 points that I'm explaining about backup and disaster recovery. Moving on, next slide, which is external network threats on SUNWAYbank. All right, as you can see on this slide, already mentioned 2 points, which is distributed denial of service, which is DDoS attacks, and also phishing attacks. Okay, let me explain the first point, which is DDoS attack. On this one, I'm going to explain distributed denial of security aim to overloaded serve causing downtime and also operational distribution. SUNWAYbank employs traffic filtering and rate limiting technique to mitigate this threat. So this is the explanation for DDoS attack. Okay, next one is phishing attacks. These attempts to steal sensitive data by tricking users into sharing credentials are countered through an email filter, awareness campaigns, and multi-factor authentication. So these are the two external network threats based on Sunway banks. Coming on next slide, which is internal network threats of SUNWAYbank. As you can see here, I already mentioned 2 points, which is privilege abuse and accidental data leakage. All right. Okay, move on to the first point. I'm going to explain now, which is privilege abuse. Insider with raised contents might abuse their admittance to see or change delicate data. SUNWAYbank execute job-based admittance control and division of obligations of for forestall such as episodes. All right. The next one is accidental data leakage. Human blunders like sending delicate data to wrong beneficiaries can prompt accidental break. Information misfortune, anticipation, obtuseness, and intensive respective preparation are utilized to limit these dangers. These are the two internal network threats of SUNWAYbanks. Into the next slide, which is preventive security control. On this point, I'm going to explain three basic points, including firewalls, encryption, and also multi-factor authentication. All right. The first one is firewalls. Firewalls, customary and cutting-edge firewalls, control network traffic and block malignant exercise, guaranteeing just approved correspondent move through the organization. The next one is encryption. Information encryption safeguard delicate data both on the way and very still, making it disjointed to unapproved parties. The last one is multi-factor authentication. On this one, MFA adds an additional layer of safety by requiring different type of confirmation prior to conceding admitted to fireframe fireworks of information. This slide, I'm going to explain about detective and corrective controls. First, we see detective controls. Detective controls, for example, like intrusion detection system, which is IDS. The function of this one is monitor network traffic of unusual activity and alert administrators. The next one is corrective control. Example, backup disaster recovery, which is BDR plan. The function of this one is restore critical operations and data after an incident. Let's jump into the next slide, which I'm going to explain about ethical and legal responsibilities of SUNWAYbank. The first one, I'm going to explain about regulatory compliance. Adherence to Personal Data Protection Act, which is PDA-PA, and Bank Negara Malaysia's Risk Management in Technology RMIT guidelines. The second one is transparency. Open correspondence about information taking care of practice and brief detailing of any breaks to significant specialized and impacted client. The next one is employee training. Ordinary instruction courses to guarantee all staff comprehend their part in keeping up with information security and protection. The last one is accountability, encouraging a culture of liability and moral conduct, although the occasions. last part of our wonderful presentation, which is conclusion, a resilient security approach. On this one, SUNWAYbank's multi-layered security strategy effectively address both external and internal threats through the integration of preventive, detective, and corrective measures. By implementing VPNs, firewalls, intrusion detection system, and a role-based access, and also robust backup and disaster recovery plan. The bank ensures secure branch communication, safeguard customer data, and mitigate operation disruption. The next one, compliance with Malaysian rules and regulations and the cultivation of security occasion workforce and pivotal in maintaining resilience against evolving cyber threats. This comprehensive approach not only protects the bank's asset but also prevent preserve customer trust, positioning SUNWAYbank as a leader in secure financial services. That's end of our wonderful presentation. Thank you for hearing the whole presentation of mine.